Hey friends, and welcome back to the channel. It's your buddy and guide here with the fishing forecast you've been waiting for. We're looking at the week of the 10th through the 16th of November 2025. And let me tell you, this isn't just another week. Mother Nature is about to take us on a wild temperature roller coaster, creating a classic late fall scenario that can lead to some truly epic bites if you play your cards right. We're talking about a short window where the fish go on a feeding frenzy before the next cold snap. So if you want to know which 2 days this week are shaping up to be absolutely phenomenal, you're in the right place. Stick around. All right, let's dive right into the fish we're chasing this week. First up, my favorite, the walleye. This time of year, with water temperatures hovering in the low to mid-40s, these fish are all business. They're putting on the feed bag for winter, and that means they're predictable. Don't waste your time on the shallow summer flats. The walleye have moved out and are holding tight to structure. I'm talking about the edges of deep underwater points, sharp drop-offs, and rock humps in 20 to 30 feet of water. Find where the bait fish are stacked up on your sonar, and you'll find the walleye. My go-to tactic for these conditions is a jig and minnow. A 3/8 ounce jig, tipped with a lively fathead or shiner minnow, is deadly. The key is to fish it slow, lift, let it fall, and maintain contact with the bottom. When the weather gets a little rough, especially during that midweek warm-up, don't be afraid to troll deep-diving crankbaits along those same break lines, especially around dusk. The bigger females often get aggressive right before a weather change. Next, let's talk largemouth bass. The story is similar. They are transitioning to their deep-water winter homes. Forget the shallow reeds and lily pads. The bass are staging on the last deep-water spots before the main lake basin. Look for deep shoreline breaks with wood or rock, secondary points leading into deep coves, and offshore rock piles. They are trying to pack on calories, so they'll eat, but their metabolism is slowing down. You need to slow down with them. During the colder parts of the week, a football jig dragged slowly across the bottom is a fantastic choice. When we get that beautiful warm-up from Tuesday to Thursday, that's the time to break out a suspending jerkbait. Cast it out, give it a few twitches, and then let it sit, sometimes for 10 or even 15 seconds. That long pause is when they'll strike. A slow-rolled spinnerbait can also be incredibly effective during this warming trend, especially if there's a bit of wind to ripple the surface. Now, let's break down the why behind this forecast. The biggest player this week is the weather. We are starting cold, then a significant warming trend hits, followed by a cold front with rain that sends temperatures tumbling again for the weekend. Early in the week, we'll have relatively stable high pressure, which usually means a slow but steady bite. As the temperatures climb from Tuesday through Thursday, the pressure will begin to drop. This prefrontal window, especially on Thursday, is often the absolute best time to be on the water. The fish feel the change coming and feed aggressively. Then the front moves through Friday and Saturday, bringing clouds, a chance of rain, and a sharp temperature drop. Fishing during and right after a front can be tough as the pressure rises and the skies clear. The fish often get tight-lipped for a day or two as they adjust. The water temperature is critical. We're likely sitting in the low 40s. This means a fish's metabolism is in low gear. They aren't going to chase a fast-moving lure for a long distance. That's why slow presentations are the name of the game. The brief warm-up might raise the surface temperature by a degree or two, which can be just enough to trigger a feeding spree in the afternoon. Finally, the moon phase. We're starting the week with a waning gibbous moon, heading into the last quarter around Tuesday and Wednesday. After that, it's a waning crescent for the rest of the week. Many old-timers believe the fishing slows down as you approach a new moon. While the moon can have an influence, I believe this week the dramatic weather changes will be the dominant factor driving the fish to bite. So let's focus on that. All right, here it is, your day-by-day plan for the week. Let's get into the details. On Monday, the 10th of November, I'm calling for a fair bite. It's going to be cold with highs only in the mid-30s. The conditions will be stable but chilly. The fish will be sluggish, so you'll need to put your bait right on their nose and be patient. Tuesday, the 11th of November, the bite gets good. This is the start of the warming trend, with temperatures pushing into the high 40s. This change will get the fish moving. They'll start to feel more active as the water warms slightly in the afternoon. It's a great day to be out there. Wednesday, the 12th of November, looks to be an excellent day for fishing. We're at the peak of the stable warm-up, with lots of sun and highs near 50 degrees. The pressure will be steady and the fish should be actively feeding, taking advantage of these beautiful conditions before the next change. Thursday, the 13th of November, is your prime time. I'm rating this as an excellent bite. It's another warm day, with highs in the low 50s, but we'll see more clouds moving in. The barometric pressure will start to fall ahead of the coming front. This is the classic prefrontal bite you hear about. Fish hard today, especially in the afternoon. Friday, the 14th of November, will be good but challenging. The weather front is arriving. It will be cloudy and mild, with highs in the mid-50s, but rain is likely moving in. There could be a short, intense feeding window right as the front hits, but once the rain settles in, the bite could shut down quickly. Saturday, the 15th of November, is going to be slow. This is a classic post-frontal day. The temperatures will drop significantly and we'll have rain and wind. The barometric pressure will be rising and the skies will be unsettled. This is the toughest day of the week, maybe a good day to organize your tackle box. Finally, Sunday, the 16th of November, I'm calling it fair again. It will still be cold with highs back down in the low 40s, but conditions will start to stabilize again. The bite will be slow in the morning, but you might find some fish willing to eat by late afternoon as they adjust to the new conditions. So there you have it, friends, a week of big changes and a couple of truly fantastic days to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this forecast helps you get on some big fish. Now get out there, be safe, and as always, tight lines. I wish you nothing but screaming drags and heavy nets. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And please, drop a comment below. I want to hear your plans for the weekend. What are you targeting? What's your go-to late fall lure? Share your observations. We all learn from each other. Until next time, friends.